everybody? Heck here with the TSR Show. Thank you guys for joining us another week, another episode of the TSR Show. Got my boy Greg in the building. Greg is back.
What's up?
Greg the Leg and Smurf behind the scenes, eating them seeds. Hella chowing down. We back though. Anybody got it off the top?
Yes. Do you?
No.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. So my off the top.
I forgot.
My off the top is
Every week.
Yeah, I know. So I was going into Walmart, neighborhood Walmart the other day. And this lady takes her sweet ass time to just go in the fucking entrance. And I'm like, do you realize there's hella people behind you? Like, I'm talking about like with the car and just taking her sweet ass time, blocking everyone off.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like
do the whole like where can I get around?
Yeah. And so what I do is I do the whole like so you get the fucking point. I walk right past them like hella quick. Like, and then they look at you like, damn, why are you walking so fast? And it's like, cause you walking so slow.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my off the top. Like,
Walk close up to them. No, people are inconsiderate. Like,
you know,
that shit pisses me off.
at Costco they do it too.
Mm-hmm. You know what I hate when they'll stop and then, like you behind them and they'll be pushing the cart and all of a sudden they stop and just leave the cart there and go get some and you like the fuck, like at least turn, or when they forget to turn they back up.
No,
Or when they take up the whole aisle staring at some looking at the fucking cereal.
Yeah.
No, the one that sucks is when they're like walking on like they're walking like to your left, right? Mm-hmm. And like they're slow, so you go to the right, try and pass them, and then out of nowhere they just fucking turn.
Yeah.
That shit?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. There should be a minimum speed limit.
I agree.
A speed limit when walking.
I think there should be, like, after a certain age, you need to have a driving test every year. Like, after, like, 55. Every year you gotta, like, that, and then, like, past 60, it has to be, like, every 6 months. I feel like sometimes... I feel like sometimes, you know, they're a danger to society sometimes. Like, they'll be driving hella slow, or they'll just slam on their brakes, like, alright, this ain't the 1950s where you got like one road and only 5 cars on this bitch. We on the freeway.
Okay.
Alright, Hector.
Alright, well, we got a lot of news to get into. Obviously, sad day for a lot of Green Bay Packer fans. They thought they were going to run it back with the whole A-Rod and Adams.
Nope.
And that ain't going to happen.
That was not gonna happen, dog.
Obviously, he got traded to Raiders picked him up, essentially.
No, Raiders traded for him. We got a first and a second from him.
And so, how do you feel when you? How did you feel when you like saw the news first? Your initial like
reaction.
Yeah, not like after you've
Then he
already thought
actually
about
got
it.
traded. I was like, my initial reaction was literally just, what did we get for him? Like, just what did we get? Because like I knew we weren't gonna keep him. There's literally no way. Like we could do. There's only so much like cap bullshit that you can do to make things work. There's no way it was gonna work.
Yeah.
Davante wanted to be the highest paid wide receiver in the league. And the franchise tag generally is pretty close to that. Well, for wide receivers now, it's just fucking not. Because D-Hop with the Cardinals, like, what, 2 years ago? He signed that extension where he's now making, like, he was making $27 million per year. Like, once that happened, it's kind of like, and Davante's like, hey, I'm the best wide receiver in the game. I deserve the most money. It's like, okay, so 27 is
It was
the
the highest paid
starting
receiver
point.
for like 4 days.
Oh yeah, 4 days. And then Tyreek was like, cash in on that dumb shit.
And yeah.
Well, hold on, let him finish.
All right.
So I wasn't like, honestly, I wasn't too bummed out. I was more like reasonable. I was just happy we got a first and a second for him. Like,
so
I'm happy we at least got something. Because he wasn't gonna.
So what pick is that? What pick is that in the
22.
the 22nd and I don't know some pick in the second round.
Yeah, whatever the 22nd of the
And
second
then-
round is.
Well, I like how you ask Greg and you don't ask me. Like, there's not a I like how Hector if he's you're the only fan in the show involved in the fucking trade.
I was about to ask you, and you said let him finish.
It's completely from my perspective.
Okay.
I think
Packers insider.
Yeah, like I was about to throw it to you, and you told me to let him finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Okay, I jumped the gun.
Yeah, exactly. So how do you feel about the
he's
whole?
not done.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. God damn. So I feel like it's fine as long as we.
Well, when
draft
you're
the
done, go
fucking
ahead and
wide-
throw it to him. Just
You're the
don't
moderator.
even.
You're the moderator right now.
I'll let him know.
Oh,
What?
it died. Hold on, let me get a battery. It's
Oh.
okay. We're all right. We're early in on the show.
And we're back.
And we're back. We're back. All right. Go ahead, Greg. Go ahead. Finish your point.
All right. To finish my point, I am glad we are not paying a wide receiver $30 million per year. I'm happy we're not doing that. That's way too much of the salary cap to go to a single wide receiver. Just my opinion.
So are we? Oh, and are you?
It's
throwing
no
it?
offense to any team that does it. I'm just happy we didn't. Like, I would rather put money on the defense, to be completely honest, which we kind of did. So, it's all right. We just better draft the wide receiver in the first 2 rounds. I swear to God, we better draft the wide receiver in the first 2 rounds.
You can find them. I feel like you find better receivers like in the fourth
So,
and third.
Oh yeah, like Amari Rodgers in the 3rd, dog.
So we'll talk about that. Okay, so my instant reaction, I was not like excited or not excited.
You were neutral about it.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't like when KD joined the Warriors. I'll put it to you like that. So obviously, I don't know if you know, but you know, I'm not a big fan of. I don't care how good you are.
Oh, I know you don't like paying a wide receiver that
I'm
kind of
not a
money
big fan
either.
of like high price drafting receivers in the first round and high price like.
High standard.
No. Your
Or-
receiver taking up a certain percentage of the cap space. Mm-hmm. I tried to look it up today, but I can't think of the last wide receiver that's taken up ample enough of the cap space where that team won a Super Bowl. I will say that having a good receiver for the past 2 years does translate to winning a Super Bowl, like Cooper Kupp. And then the receiving core for Tampa Bay. But
Well, there's an argument that it's not having an elite guy; it's having multiple elite weapons.
yeah, or an elite guy too, though I guess Cooper Kupp could be the outlier.
Well, right, but like both of those offenses, it's not just a Cooper Kupp. You have these pieces around it that allow Cooper Kupp to excel at what he's really good at.
You still had Odell Beckham.
Odell
You said-
Beckham got hurt. We saw that. He
Well, yeah, but
won me a
you.
bet.
No, but even with what's his name? They'd always just like run the wildcat with this dude, and he would just take it.
Are we talking about Debo now out of
No,
San Francisco?
No, the
Robert
Rams had
Woods. He was
Robert
hurt.
Wood.
He
Oh.
didn't even play. He was hurt.
No, but between the running backs, the tight end Higbee, and Van Jefferson, because Van Jefferson does things that Cooper Kupp can do it. It's just have Van Jefferson do it. Have him run go routes so that he's tired through the game, and then Cooper Kupp can work more of the intermediate so you can keep him fresh for more of the game. You know what I mean?
Well, regardless.
Anyways, but Tampa did a similar thing where they had multiple weapons that all served a purpose. Mike Evans was a red zone threat. Leonard Fournette was a red zone threat. Chris Godwin was a good move the sticks kind of guy. Gronk was a really good move the sticks kind of guy. Like, those offenses, yeah, they had an elite piece, but it was the collection that made it too dangerous.
Okay, so also my initial reaction was the Packers got hosed, in my opinion. The Packers got hosed, and it looks even worse now when you see the Tyreek trade. When they got 5 draft picks for him, and they're picking. I'm pretty sure they're picking higher than the Raiders. The Dolphins are,
Oh yeah.
and they gave up more picks.
Aren't the Dolphins picking in like the top 15?
It's top 20 for sure, but
So we definitely should have gotten more, I would say, but I don't think we got hosed necessarily. So, like, in my opinion, I think the Dolphins gave up too much. Right? Like, the
Plus-
6th round
plus
pick
the
is a nothing
contract?
pick. So, plus, in addition to the contract, the Packers had a problem in that literally we can't re-sign him. Like, we can pretend and say, yeah, we'll work out a deal, we've got time, but, like, realistically, there was no re-signing Davante. Whereas, like, with Tyreek, they had him for another year. So there was no pressure on the Chiefs to actually move him. As opposed to the Packers, where it's like, we can put the tag on Davante, and then he sits out for the year, and then, okay, cool, we tagged him, but now he's not playing. So that's $20 million just doing nothing for the team.
okay. Now,
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Shut the fuck up.
okay, so
Fucking robots.
here's the thing. From the Packers' perspective, you need a plan. You need a plan if you're in win now mode, which you guys should be in win now mode.
I think we are.
It definitely fucking hurts the Packers right now, unless they trade for a veteran wide receiver, which I think they have the ammunition now with those draft picks. Will they do it? Don't know.
No.
There's
won't.
a DK Metcalf. There's a Tyler Lockett. There could have been a Tyreek trade, maybe. I don't know, but maybe you guys were going to give up that much. Don't know. But he wants to get paid. There's the draft picks. Those draft picks could be good down the road, unless you find the dude for the Bengals, what the hell's his name?
Jamar Chase.
Or the dude for the Vikings, where it's like immediate impact. The
Or
chances
like a
are
Jalen
slim.
Waddle.
And to me, that's the thing that I don't get. Like, it doesn't make sense to make this trade. And what is your plan? Obviously, it has to be the draft. Otherwise, they would have made a move, right?
There's reports that like the Packers are interested in trying to get either Tyler Lockett or Metcalf. I don't know if that's going to happen. To be honest, I don't think it's going to happen. I think.
Well, I don't think you can get him. Metcalf is gonna want a bigger bag than Lockett. I think they would have a higher chance of getting a Lockett.
Well, yeah, but
than a
Metcalf is still on a rookie deal, and I think he's still on the rookie deal for what, 2 more years? I want to say. So like, you still have him locked up.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like pay him or extend him. So that's somebody like if the Packers could trade for, that's a nice cheap option. I'd be okay with that. Trading for Tyler Lockett, I would not like, because Tyler Lockett is like, so he's a definite upgrade over MVS, but Tyler Lockett should not be your number one. He can be your 1B, but he cannot be a number one wide receiver. Like,
But I think he's better than anything you guys have right now. That's what I'm
oh,
saying.
100%, yeah.
Even if you guys draft,
What he's saying though too is that you guys, in a sense,
this was a baseball trade.
yeah, like
Mid-season baseball trade where in a way, like, it's helping the Raiders out right now, but you guys, it's like, what's it? Yes, you guys got assets, but those assets aren't helping you out right now, unless you put those assets
No,
to
because
acquire someone.
Our assets, when we've drafted them, have actually, like, when we've drafted, like, okay,
You got
so if you...
draft receivers in the first round.
No, we haven't. But if you look at our first round draft picks the last couple of years, we've drafted really good starters and really good contributors, right? So like last year, Eric Stokes, people thought he was overdrafted. Jair went down and he was holding it down on his side. He had his rookie problems, but he played really well, especially later into the season. So like he was really good for us. The year before that, I want to say that's Jordan Love. So obviously, nothing happened there. Like, that waste of a pick. But the year before that, we get Rashawn Gary and we get Darnell Savage. Both are really good starters and contributors on the team.
What about Kevin King the year before that?
Kevin King was not a first-round pick, I don't think.
Pretty sure he was.
No, the year before that, no. So, the year before that was Jair. So that I'm okay with that pick.
But okay,
The year before Jair is
well,
Kevin King, and that
let's
was
say you
horrible.
guys draft fucking all pros, immediate impact starters that are not receivers. You guys need a receiver.
Right, no, 100%. But we're gonna have to trade Davante because there was no way we were gonna retain him on the team. And even if we did, we can't bring in anybody else. So it'd be the same shit as last year of like, cool, we've got Davante, but is anybody else gonna do shit?
And
And that wouldn't happen.
Is the timing that you guys put yourself in. Y'all could have had Amari Cooper.
I don't want Amari Cooper.
I know.
I don't want Amari
but, like,
Cooper.
It's just like
No, the one.
it's a weird timing thing. As far as the Raiders, I mean, he's playing with his college quarterback now. It's weird because I said this is like a baseball trade, but also like an NBA trade because it's like he got to go where essentially his plan A was.
Well, yeah, but why wouldn't Green Bay send him there? So Green Bay sending them there is really smart on two fronts. One,
Doing him a solid.
you're doing him a solid, so you look good, right? So it's like, especially with the drama from last offseason, where Aaron brings up points of like, hey, you don't respect people that are leaving, and you don't honor people that have meant something to the organization on their way out. So Green Bay gets to do two things. One, they get to send Davante to where he wants, so they look good in the media now, right? Now we're actually giving a shit about the players. We're trying to help them out, blah, blah, blah. The other thing, too, is that when you have a talent that good, you don't want to put him on a great team. You don't want to send a Davante like to the Chiefs. You don't want to send him to, say, the Rams, right? And you don't want to send him to anybody in division. So why not send him to the Raiders, where you look at it and you go, are the Raiders a Davante Adams away from taking the next step and like making a Super Bowl or something? I would say no, because I think a wide receiver is not the step you need. Like a wide receiver is never going to be the component that gets you over the hump.
Well, if we had
A
Henry Ruggs
singular one. Huh?
If we had Henry Ruggs, different. But look,
That's completely fair.
My thing is like, it's good for like the tweets. It's good for like the whoa, wow. But like once like the honeymoon stage falls off, we need to pay Darren Waller. We need Derek Carr is going to be there now for the long term. Hunter Renfrow needs to get re-signed. We need to.
How long do you have Waller and Renfro?
Renfrow needs to get extended like this all season because this is his next year or this year's his last year. Waller, he's severely underpaid.
He's on a weird contract because of what happened.
Yeah, he's like severely underpaid.
Yeah, but when does that end?
I think next year.
Oh, so you still have a year. You can move some money
You look
around.
good with the ears tucked in.
Huh?
You look weird with the ears tucked in.
It's a big ass hat. Like it's deep.
Yeah. But
See that?
anyways, I think it helps the Raiders in the immediate future, like right now. I think it's a good move right now.
Yes, I would agree. I think for the next 4 years, it's not a bad signing for you
If the cap
guys.
keeps going up, then
As long as we don't have COVID.
yeah, if the cap keeps going up. Yeah.
Who would you rather have, Renfro or Waller?
Waller.
Waller. But actually, the trade was it was a first and a second, and get Tyreek out of the division because he wants to see the same money as Davante Adams. Get him out of the division for Davante Adams.
So
That's what the trade was. Essentially.
The thing that I think is really funny is
Guys,
like
that's a
the
problem.
timing of shit. So we send Davante to the Raiders, right? And so at that time, you can look at the teams within the division, what the Chargers had done in free agency, what the Denver had done in free agency, and you could kind of make a list, right? And so the Raiders were going to be like 3 or 4, okay?
Of what?
The third or fourth place team,
Oh, yeah.
like just based off of like paper talent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then the Davante Adams trade happens, and it's like, okay, cool. Now we can make the argument that the Raiders have jumped up maybe a spot. But then with Tyreek leaving, now the Chiefs have fallen a lot. So now that division's really, really interesting to
I
me.
still think it's Raider or Charger or Chiefs first.
Because of
Chiefs.
Andy Reid.
I think it's Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos, in my opinion.
See, I think it's Broncos at the top.
Why?
What?
Yeah.
With Danger Russ?
With danger.
Mr. Unlimited.
No, it's Mr. Limited. No, I think, honestly speaking, it's the best offensive talent that Russ has had, like, in a long time. Probably his entire career, to be honest. So then the question becomes, okay, if we've seen him be really, really good with not great options, what's he going to be with these better options?
Who's the better coach? Who has like the better coaching staff?
Okay.
That it's a toss-up because we don't know how Nathaniel Hackett is.
Rank the 1 through 4 quarterbacks.
Oh, Mahomes, Russ, Herbert, Carr.
No, Mahomes, Herbert, and
Why?
then Russ, Carr.
What has Herbert done?
To me, Herbert is better than Burrow. Go ahead.
Well, I would agree with that take. I still think Russ is better.
See, but I
So
think
you would say
Burrow.
Russ is the third best quarterback in the AFC then. Because it goes Mahomes, Allen, for sure 1-2, right?
Yeah.
Or Allen.
Yeah.
Or Allen Mahomes.
I think that's like that next wave, that next generation.
And
right
you will
there.
put, I put Herbert right after them. And then there's a drop off, and then there's Burrow, Russ, Deshaun. Then there's a drop off, and then there's Carr, drop off, and then there's Lamar.
Well, but so here's my problem is that, like, so this last year, right? Herbert definitely looked better than Russ. My problem is like Herbert looks good, still can't get his team into the playoffs. Russ can drag teams into the playoffs that should not be in the playoffs.
One thing
they're
he-
one and done.
he does kinda have
immediately,
with
but they
Herbert-
will drag. He will drag a team into the fucking playoffs.
The thing is,
Herbert
Herbert.
can't.
Also,
Russ.
though, Herbert
How many games? Go ahead.
did Herbert see like Herbert. How many like good teams did he beat last year? Like, who were the teams he won against?
Okay. Now you're going off, making the team success based on just him.
No.
No. I'm just
I
saying,
can't answer that. I don't know.
like on the better teams. I'm just asking, like which
I'd
teams
have to
did
look
he
at
lose
this.
I'm
to?
just telling you right now, the Chargers, now they have a fucking defense to fucking back that shit up now.
I mean, they're still going to let up 400 yards for rushing every game, but yeah.
Possibly, but now they have J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack to go along with Derwin James.
Khalil's not great against the run though.
Yeah, he is. Probably the best one against the run. Look it up.
Thought that was still Clowney.
No.
Really?
It could be. Look. No, just look it up. I ain't playing.
I'm going to have to
Look
fact
up.
check you
Top
right
run
now.
stoppers in the NFL. But anyways, continue.
Well, I was just asking because, like, when you look at the Broncos with Russ, I think it's a major upgrade, but I don't think this isn't like the Peyton Manning time.
I'll put it to you like this. I think the defensive unit is better than the offensive unit with Russ for the Broncos.
I think he still upgraded the offense, though.
No, yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
He did. Who has a better unit on the Cowboys? The offense or the defense?
Defense.
You would say the defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, especially later in the year. Like, well, it's hard because skill-wise, it's the offense, like, on paper. But, like, performance-wise, you're like, no, the defense got better throughout the year. The thing is, it's like consistency. And that's what I see with Russ. Is like, there's inconsistency in Russ's play. And yes, he hasn't had a squad. He hasn't had, like, the best offensive weapons at times, but he still made shit happen. And he was there and he won games.
As he has since the LOB, the breakup of the LOB, playoff wins.
I believe 0, right? Or 1. It's
one or
very
2.
low.
It's 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He even lost against Dak. That was his last playoff loss, wasn't it?
Some shit like that. Yeah, okay.
And
But he's getting those teams to the playoffs.
Okay.
And we cannot say that, like, so it'd be one thing, so like, if it's the NFC East and you're making it into the playoffs, it's like, okay, well, that's cool. He played in the NFC West. The past 12 years, the NFC West has been incredibly competitive. So the fact that he's in that division and he's been making it to the playoffs, like right now he's just better than Herbert. Herbert might be more talented. It's the same shit of Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers is more talented. Tom Brady's better, right? It's the same shit. Justin Herbert is more talented than Russ.
And he's better.
Russ is just better.
No, I disagree. He don't even run no more. No, he might do it again.
He might do it again now that, you know,
Maybe it's a fucking.
they're gonna force him to run.
No, his game now
It's
is
apples and oranges. I think the Chargers are better than the Broncos.
Yeah, but it's so. My problem is like the
they
Broncos.
re-signed Keenan Allen too, right?
The Broncos were only like a game
Mike
behind
Williams.
you guys and the Chargers last year, right? Or were they 2 games behind?
Who?
The Broncos. The Broncos were a game behind you guys or 2 games behind?
I don't know. Probably more than. Probably at least 3.
No, because you guys were
10. 10 wins. 10 win team Raiders.
What were the Broncos, 8?
I think they were under 500. Here, I'll tell you right now.
Broncos were. Oh balls. Okay, so they were 2. Okay, so they're 2 games behind the Chargers, and they were 3 games behind you guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
behind us. Yeah, 7 and 10.
Okay. So they were 7 and 10 with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater. Like it's the same thing when we talked about this last time. The jump between those two
Scary Teddy.
and Russ is ridiculous. So if that team can go 7 and 10 with that just horrific quarterback play, you don't think they can get double-digit wins with Russ?
Yeah, he's saying.
No, I'm not saying that.
Right, so then how are they not the second best team?
They're the 3rd. The Chiefs are number 1 because until I see someone knock them off,
Okay,
they
there's still
deserve
one.
the crown.
Okay, so that's fair.
So at that point, who's the biggest threat to the Chiefs? In my opinion, it's the Chargers.
Okay.
They beat the Chargers last year too, or they beat the Chiefs last year too, in Kansas City.
Okay, so that's fair. Like that's very fair. My thing is,
It's not like I'm saying like the Broncos are gonna finish 4th.
no, but so you know how like the Chiefs are the top until we see them like somebody knocks them off, right?
I'll put it to you like
The
this.
Chargers are the Chargers though.
Yeah,
The Chargers
they're good
find a
enough
way to
finish
fuck
first.
this up.
They're good enough to finish first,
Right.
But I also could see them being the last place team.
But and that's my thing. It's like I'm very conflicted because I feel like they're going to be the 4th place team. Like I really do. They have all this talent, and the more talent you put on a team like that, the higher the expectations go. The Chargers have never done well with expectations, like
Okay.
ever.
So, the best quarterback is Mahomes,
Russ and then Herbert.
Herbert, Russ, and then Carr.
Yes.
Who's got the better defense ranked 1 through 4? What would you guys say?
Defense?
Denver. That one's actually kind of tough.
I would go right now as it's built.
Okay.
I'd probably
I
go
think
Chargers.
Best pass rush. We'll break it down.
Right now, you had as a unit.
Best pass rush, Raiders.
Well, like 1 through 4 is what I'm saying.
Okay, so pass rush, Raiders,
You would-
Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs. For straight pass rush, I get Max Crosby and Chandler Jones,
Your
so
cousin
that's
Max.
clearly number 1.
Your cousin, man.
Shut the fuck up, no.
Did he break out some of his new deal?
Huh?
Because he got a new deal. He
Yeah.
didn't give you none? Your cousin didn't give you none?
No, dog. What the fuck? I wish. Hit me up, dog. The hell?
Yeah.
But so they're clearly the best, just pure pass rush.
Okay.
Next is Joey Bosa, and then whatever Denver has, and Khalil Mack, and then it's whatever Denver has. They were getting pressure last
What
year
did
for no
Denver have?
reason.
You could tell us.
Oh, Randy Gregory.
Well, and they got
Bradley Chubb.
what's his name, Bradley
Oh,
Chubb.
yeah.
And then
Right, and then the Chiefs, they have Chandler Jones or not Chandler Jones,
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones in the middle, and then Frank Clark. But like,
Okay.
I don't have that high
Now-
opinion.
Now,
And Tyrann Mathieu is a free agent.
That's what I was gonna say.
Cowboys got interest.
Defensive backs rank them 1 through 5, 1 through 4.
I would go Chargers. Probably Broncos.
Yep.
And then Chiefs, and then Raiders.
I think Raiders and Chiefs are like a toss-up.
Yeah, it's like 3A, 3B.
Well, I think it's like you have a clear 1 and 2 of Chargers,
And then a
Broncos.
Yeah.
and those two are arguable. And then it's the same thing with the Chiefs and Raiders, where it's very arguable.
Yeah.
So, I would say the Chiefs and the Broncos definitely have the best defense,
Yeah.
I would agree.
right? Now, if we go on the offensive
Wait, Chiefs
side,
or Chargers? Sorry,
I'm sorry, Chargers and Broncos.
Chargers and Broncos.
If
Yeah.
we go on the offensive side, who's got the best offensive line? You would say.
The Chiefs, Chargers. By eye test or like stats?
Yeah.
It goes, to me, it goes
Chiefs, Chargers,
It goes
Broncos,
Chiefs,
Raiders.
Broncos, Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can see that.
The Broncos have. That's the thing that's going to really help Russ, though, too. The Broncos have a good run game. And that he doesn't have to run a whole lot. And when he does, he's gonna be, he's at that, like I said, in that point of his career where he wants to be more of a pocket passer. And if I need to run, I'll run, but don't like develop plays.
Don't call a play.
Yeah,
But you
like
feel
call
like
for
when I
that.
ask you guys something, it's always like this team is here but not here, but this team is here. Best pass catchers, receiving unit. What would you say is 1, 2, 3, 4?
Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers.
receivers.
Chargers aren't last.
How are they not last?
Mike Williams, I would.
I have a bad opinion of him
I would
because he's not
account
ever
Eckler-
healthy.
I would account Eckler as one of the.
Okay, so you have Eckler and you have Keenan Allen. Okay, so that's cool. Raiders, I have Raiders 1. You have Darren Waller, Davante, and Hunter Renfrow, right?
Yeah.
So Davante's the best wide receiver. Waller's a top 3 wide receiver, top 4,
Tight end.
somewhere in the tight end. So like that's the best receiving unit, I would say. And then Hunter Renfrow is just a great security blanket. Broncos, Jerry Judy's pretty okay, but Tim Patrick and Courtland Sutton are really good,
Oh, I could see that one.
right?
Yeah.
And then Javonte Williams was underrated catching passes out of the backfield. Like he's a better runner for sure, but he could catch the ball.
I think the Chiefs got the worst one now because without Tyreek,
But here's the one that trumps everything now: head coaches,
it's Andy Reid.
and then
Drop off.
I
And then
completely
there's McDaniels.
Oh my!
And then
Really?
as far as yeah.
You think that? Oh no!
And then who's the coach for the Broncos? Vic Fangio.
boy,
No, Nathaniel
were
Hackett.
you gonna
dog.
say second?
No. To
Staley?
me, no.
Go for it on every fourth down.
Hold on. So here's what I
And
was
then
gonna
who's the
say.
Chargers?
Here's what I was gonna say: is that it's Andy Reid, and then the other 3 are just a mess because I don't know. The last time that we saw,
You know
hold
about
on.
McDaniels and his offensive game plan.
Oh, okay, yeah, as an OC, what happened the last time we saw him as a head coach?
It
Oh,
didn't do
Broncos
good.
still hate him.
It didn't do good. I get that. As a head coach, it's yet to be determined. But you can say the same shit about Andy Reid. Always having no timeouts left when it comes to crucial times. Now he's a hell of a play caller.
Okay.
Before he won the fucking Super Bowl,
Yeah.
he was known to be.
Bro,
The
people
worst
love.
time
Shut
Yeah, he was a.
Bro,
what's
players-
his- what's your
McCarthy.
name? McCarthy.
Bro, players love that guy. He's not gonna fracture a locker room. Josh McDaniels did.
Okay.
Like he did that really quickly.
So you don't
Right?
believe he
So the
learned from
problem
his
is that
mistakes?
as a leader, he's shown us that he sucks. Oh yeah, he definitely learned from his mistakes. That man of integrity that signed with the Colts and then said, "Oh, now that a bunch of my guys that I was bringing over have jobs there, nah, I'm good. I'm going back to the Patriots."
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's talk about the Tyreek trade. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, at some point, he was gonna get his bag. I mean, it's Tyreek Hill.
This is a lose-lose.
Yeah, I mean, but he's going somewhere where they don't necessarily have. At this point, like Dolphins, they need to make a move at QB. If you're gonna pay that much for a receiver, you could see his career maybe not be as great as it was in Kansas City, but he got his bag.
Yeah, he got his bag, but I mean,
It's not gonna be the same. I don't feel like Tyreek Hill. He'll have moments, but he won't have games.
So one of the things I read was he ran a lot of his routes out of the slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The word is that the Chiefs don't. The Chiefs don't want to pay that much to a slot receiver, essentially.
yeah, which is fair.
Which I guess I could see that.
But he did a lot in the slot. Like, it was like.
Yes, I see that, but it's easier to find a slot receiver compared to someone that does the X and the Z spot, just like a Davante.
Yeah,
Adams.
so I agree with that. The problem is that Tyreek is a rare exception because of how fast he is. The thing is like you can't coach speed, and he's faster, like in pads playing football, than anybody else in the league.
Yeah.
And so when you have a guy that's that fast, yeah, he's a slot guy. Yeah, he does most of his work from the slot. But you're not going to find a slot guy that's that fucking fast and that can take the top off the defense that effortlessly.
Gun to your head, if you need to re-sign one of them, and you can only re-sign one of them, Tyreek Hill or Davante Adams.
Davante, clearly to me.
Who do I have on my unit?
No.
Nobody? Like,
If
this
I
is
got
my number
Tua
one?
on my team, I'm signing
This
Davante.
is my number one? Yeah, I'm going Davante. But if I already kind of have, like, a big guy, like, if, you know what I mean? I would take Tyreek. Because Tyreek, not just fast, he's quick.
Okay.
So he's actually lined up on the outside and gone 60, 70 yards. Because he's just quick and he's small.
But let me say this.
Hold on. For the record, Packers got better picks than what the Chiefs did because they got the 29th overall pick and we got the 22nd.
Okay. Well, they still got more picks.
What? Sure,
First, a second, or a first.
Where did they find
but
Tyreek
first,
Hill?
second,
And a
fourth,
fourth,
and then next year's fourth and sixth, which I don't care about either.
The thing is with the Chiefs, they'll still be able to operate.
That's what I was going to say.
Like-
This is what I'm going to say that compared to the Packers situation. That's what I was going to say. Andy Reid. Andy Reid is the thing that makes... I've never seen a head coach other than Sean Payton that uses not just the length, but the width of
Yep.
the field to his players. And they still have McCole Hardman in MVS now.
Yeah.
No, but
I think they're still going to be cooking. I ain't going to lie. Now,
look at in the playoff game.
it won't be as good. Yeah, against the Bills.
Yeah, like
yeah.
dude had what, 4 tugs? And like all year he had only caught like 2
He
passes.
didn't have 4 tugs. Oh, wait.
In
Not
the playoff
Nicole.
game.
The Bills player.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that
happened
was the Bills
yeah.
player.
Now,
Yeah, yeah.
Miko did not pop off
Yeah.
in the playoffs at all.
But they still manipulate. Like they're still able to operate it at the end of the day.
Well, yeah, but no. Because when you have such
But
elite
no.
speed, well, you can't. Because they were already running into problems during the season
So to me,
of people
it's-
sinking safeties and playing shell.
To me, it's the whole KD left. Like, when they had Tyreek, it's like, fuck, we got to account for Tyreek, Patrick, and Kelsey, and Andy Reid, how he does it. Now that Tyreek's gone, it's like, someone's gone. Now we could, you know,
We could take a cut.
like the margin for error is a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I think
but-
I still believe in Andy Reid. I think more so who I believe is going to have a bigger issue with it is Patrick Mahomes. Because I think he's relied so heavily on Tyreek and his abilities.
Oh shit!
Oh, it finally happened.
Party
It finally happened.
Party foul.
It finally happened.
There's a curse.
Those lids suck. That's why I grabbed it from the bottom.
Anyway, keep on.
You believe in Andy Reid or what?
And Andy Reid, I think Patrick Mahomes is probably going to have a more difficult time with the transition because of how he did kind of bail him out of certain situations.
Well,
like,
look at the one against the Bills.
yeah.
The halftime one, or not the halftime one.
Well, just look at even in the Super Bowl when they were able to take away Kelsey and Tyreek Hill,
Yeah.
and he was lost. Now you can just double up on Kelsey. He'll be straight because you don't have that speed. But
Odell might be going there. How come y'all don't sign Odell?
He tore his ACL. We're not doing that.
oh, he's not playing next year.
We got fucked by.
No,
We'll see. We're not going to sign
He's going to
him.
miss a whole season.
No.
Yeah, it's the year he wouldn't be ready until
Bro, if he
Super
tore his
Bowl.
ACL at the Super Bowl and he was back by the end of by the beginning of the season, that'd be wildly
That's usually
impressive.
like a year rehab.
It used to be like that.
No, he's for sure gonna miss.
He's already had surgery, so I feel like it'll complicate it.
Because
But like the Packers aren't doing that because we ran into issues last year with like Bakhtiari and like Za'Darius of like, okay, they got injured.
Too.
Yeah, I know. We cut him. I was upset that he went to the Vikings, but then I'm like, oh, but it's the Vikings. He'll just be unhappy. Like, that's fine. What are you going to compete for with the Vikings? Fucking nothing. Fuck the Vikings.
is that your like hated team in your division?
It's them or the Bears.
Okay.
Like, obviously, like, when you play the Lions, it's like, haha, fuck you, you're the Lions.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, yeah, I hate them, but, like, low-key feel bad sometimes. But, no, the Vikings I just fucking hate. I don't like the Vikings.
That's how I am with the Eagles. It goes for me. It's Eagles, New York, and then Washington, the Commanders.
So, how exposed, speaking with the Tyreek trade, how exposed is Tua going to be this next year?
Oh man!
Like, we're going to know within, like, by week 2 that, oh, he's not the guy.
Didn't they try to
We'll know
get
for a
Deshaun Watson?
fact. Nah, not really. The 3 teams that really tried for Deshaun was Cleveland, Panthers, and Falcons.
I think their head coach is going to make Tua look Jimmy Garoppolo-ish good.
Who's their new head coach?
The dude for the Niners.
Oh, that offensive coordinator with the glasses, right?
Yeah.
I like that guy. He looks like an analyst. Like if
He
he's
looks like a dweeb, huh?
yeah,
Oh,
like just
I don't
hey
think
guys.
He's ever played football too. He's never played football.
He's a analytic guy.
What's his name?
It's Mike something, I want to say. But wait, so you guys actually think that Tua's going to be good next year or no?
No, I think it's gonna be like a Jimmy Garoppolo-ish type year, like a glorified game manager.
Right.
A lot of dink and dunk.
I hope Tyreek likes running slants because he's going to turn into Michael Thomas 2.0. Like, honestly, like, that's going to be the only thing that they use him for because Tua can't push the ball
What
down the
about
field.
trade for Michael Thomas?
We can't afford it.
Oh, okay.
He's
Plus, he's
over.
been hurt. You don't want him.
He's been hurt / blackballed by the Saints. More Sean Payton than the Saints, but yeah.
What? No, that's
Yeah.
all on him.
Debatable. A good part of it, like, is on him. I'm not trying to say, like, he's blameless, but, like, the Saints also gave him a raw deal.
Mike
like, should he
McDaniel,
have been a professional and
Josh
done it? Yeah.
McDaniel's brother. It's his
Is
little
it
brother.
fucking really?
No, it's not his brother.
No.
Oh
but
my
it's
god,
Mike
no, it doesn't look
McDaniel.
like him at all.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he was a quarterback at
Deshaun Watson.
NM State.
He went to NM State?
Yeah,
Here?
yeah.
Huh.
Just playing.
This fucking guy. So Deshaun Watson.
Where does this vault the Browns into?
Oh, top.
Hold on. It depends on how
Number
many
one.
games he misses.
Oh, and there's another lawsuit on him in Texas.
No, it's that
After
one got
he's-
cleared.
No, after he signed the contract.
Yeah, that one got cleared. Got cleared today.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, grand jury said that they would not go with it. Or like, obviously, I'm butchering the legal
Say
term
he
of it,
misses
but
half the year.
Well, obviously they
They're
got
fucked, right?
well, I don't know.
Say they play 500 ball.
Say if they play 500 and he misses the first 8 or 9 games. Okay, first 8. They go.
Who are you
8,
gonna have?
they go 4.
We're gonna keep you, Baker, till trade deadline, and then we'll trade you at trade deadline.
Hey, we're gonna-
Deshaun comes back. How about a
Up your
deal?
trade value?
We'll talk about Baker after this.
Okay, so if they go 500 and he comes back after week 8, I think they make the playoffs.
As a dangerous 7 seed?
No, I think they make it on a whimper. I think they barely make it, and they're like a team where we're like, oh, you probably shouldn't have. Like the Steelers this last year, like that's what the Browns are going to be next year. Like, yeah, they'll make the playoffs, but we'll be like, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs, and then the first game will reflect that.
So if he's going to miss 8 games, does that mean that how many games does Amari Cooper miss, especially prime time?
I mean, he misses all the away games, so that's at least half.
Yeah, if it's cold, he ain't showing up.
We
They
got,
look
hey,
at him scary. He's not showing up.
we got James Washington, Michael Gallup, and CeeDee Lamb. We still got a pretty good
Who
core.
said anything about the
We're not talking about the Cowboys, dog.
We ain't even talking
It
about
was
the Cowboys.
because it was Amari.
He's not a Cowboy.
You know, we're making fun of Amari, not the Cowboys.
I'm just
We
saying.
don't talk about the NFL.
Bro, if you want me to make fun of the Cowboys, we can. That's not a problem
see.
right now.
Yeah, we just let the seasons play out. But anyways, continue.
So what does this vault the Browns in that division if he misses a quarter of the season?
If he misses like a quarter or less,
Playoff team, right? No?
yeah, I mean, yeah, same thing. I think
Hunt
there's still
is
that
missing
7
8
seed.
games, I think.
Who?
Hunt.
Oh, Kareem. Yeah,
But they got Chubb.
they have Nick Chubb.
Well, they
The
still
big
they're-
thing is that I don't think they're gonna win that division. I think the Bengals are gonna win it.
No, I don't. I think the Bengals.
They added a high price right tackle.
They got 3
Lyle
offensive
Collins.
linemen, and they're probably going to draft other guys. Mm-hmm. So, like,
They're
I
looking
think the
to build
Bengals
that-
will actually win the division next year. I don't think they make it to Super Bowl right now, but I think they definitely
But
win the
Pittsburgh, I
division.
don't know.
Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, Trubisky back.
Let Joe know.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Mitch coming in like,
Mitch got the itch.
hey, y'all thought I was gone.
My favorite
y'all thought I was playing and shit.
Oh my! So I
Put
saw
on
a
that North
report.
Carolina film.
So did y'all see the report that the Steelers are going to sign Baker if the Browns got him?
Really?
I saw a report that they are.
What's
very
your
prepared
sources
to do
though,
that.
dog? Don't.
Oh, I
don't,
saw it on Facebook from
don't
fucking
rap
Mark
sheet.
Zuckerberg, so
Steelers Daily?
it's gotta be true, dog. It wasn't fact
Did
checked.
you get it from like the Packers Daily?
No.
Cowboys updates.
I saw it from like Ravens or some shit. I don't know. No. It was from like ESPN.
I could see.
Speaking of Baker, what do you think?
Well, hold on. How high do you think Deshaun's gonna put that team if he misses
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a quarter of the season or less? Do you think they're a dangerous playoff team? Like, what do you think?
Yes, yeah, with Deshaun, yes. I think they win the division.
Interesting.
If he doesn't miss,
If he only misses a quarter or less.
I think they win the division.
Okay.
But see, I still gotta wait and see. I don't know. We haven't seen him play in like 2 years. Like I don't. What Deshaun are we getting? He hasn't played ball in 2 years, and not even been practicing, not even around a facility. So it's like yes, his skill level from what he was. It's almost kind of asking the question of like, back in the day, can Kaepernick still play? Like it's showing like. If he were to come back after like 2 years, no, after missing so much time and not being around,
That
a
is such a
facility.
dog shit opinion. That's such a dog shit opinion. or not opinion, but comparison. That's.
I'm talking about just the plane.
Yes, Deshaun Watson. The last time we saw him was a top 5 quarterback.
Okay, so he's gonna come back and just be top 5.
No. But here's the thing: is that Colin Kaepernick, when he actually got benched, it was because he deserved to be benched.
For Blaine Gabbert.
He was worse than Blaine Gabbert, and so then the question was, the question then became, oh well, can Cap be as good as he was? I don't know. Can he be as good as a bench quarterback? Sure, maybe. But people are like, oh, is he going to be as good as when he was a starter in the Super Bowl?
I get.
No.
Okay, with the we'll wait and see with the Deshaun Watson.
Dog shit fucking comparison. What the fuck, dude?
I think the more proper comparison would be something like maybe someone coming off an injury, except he's not injured. Like we haven't seen Klay Thompson. I guess Kevin Durant.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. No,
He's not coming off an injury.
It's
Ron Artest.
But that's
it's Jordan coming back from retiring.
No, that's worse.
I know.
That's fucking.
I'm trying to pick a worse fucking comparison. No, not when he retired and came back with the Wizards. I mean when he retired from the Bulls and then came back to the Bulls to win a 3-peat.
After baseball season?
Yeah, after baseball season.
Hey, let me play these games real quick.
The minors did not work, Doc.
I'm just trying to swing real quick. That's crazy that he did that shit. Like, was able to just be like, yo, let me play some baseball now. Like, and then just tried out, completely sucked at it. But still, people were like, hey, you got it, baby. You're all right. You're all right.
So Baker Mayfield, where do you guys think he ends up?
The Steelers.
Nah,
if they end up cutting him.
so it's either a let him go or a trade, right?
Well, yeah, but nobody. The problem is that I don't think anybody wants to trade for him.
No.
And not necessarily.
Mariota went to the Falcons.
Yeah, but that makes sense because you're a team that wants to tank.
What?
So you don't want to, like, the Falcons. So the Falcons clearly want to tank.
I think
They do
Mariota
not
is
wanna
better
be-
than Baker right now.
Based on what?
Just overall, his throwing, his passing, and his ability to run. Baker is dog shit. Speaking of dog shit, like he's bad. And what made him look good or have his moments in games was having that run game. It was made easy for him. Whereas like Mariota, just he's a better quarterback skillfully, but he also needs he in a skill set, but he's also a quarterback that needs hella shit around him too to be successful.
Skilled whatsoever.
No, okay.
Exactly.
Okay, no, so that's completely fair.
I think Mariota is better than Baker. And he's got a noodle arm.
Mm-hmm.
That one's debatable. I don't know, because I don't think we remember how bad Mariota
The
looked.
Falcons do better than whatever fucking team Baker ends up on. Unless it's the Steelers.
That's bullshit. No, see, I can't take that because the only team that makes sense for Baker to go to is the Seahawks. And I think the only reason he hasn't gone to the Seahawks is because Pete Carroll's running the show and he's too proud to bring in like a veteran quarterback. I think he wants to pluck a rookie out of the third round and be like, you're my new Russell Wilson, let's go. Like, that's what he's going to do.
That's funny. Baker was the fucking first round pick, and there's no job for him. Not even in Detroit.
He'd be good in Detroit. There's too much money tied up in Jared Goff to where they can't get a Baker.
I mean,
Jared Goff is better than Baker Mayfield.
you have some teams. You still have the Saints even re-signed Jameis Winston. You have New York with the Giants. The Jets are more so. They're going to give Wilson.
You got to give Zach Wilson another 2 years.
What other teams?
There's nobody.
No, there's
Tennessee?
literally no one.
Tennessee?
The Panthers, there's nobody.
Tennessee, you can't move off of Tannehill easily with the contract.
There ain't nobody.
No, it's literally so the teams that need quarterbacks or want to move them.
They need a quarterback.
No, they've got Cooper Rush, Doc.
Oh, yeah.
Philly?
Philly's got a QB of the future, dog.
They got Jalen Hurts.
They got Jalen.
Yeah, but-
and Gardner Minshew, dog.
Damn, really? Nobody.
I guess the
No, it's literally the
the
fucking
Steelers
Seahawks.
probably have like one of the worst quarterbacks in the league.
What about the Niners? You move off.
They got
Garoppolo.
Lance.
Bro, the amount
Oh,
of
yeah.
sports media that was like trying to convince of being like, no, Mitch Trubisky's not as bad as you think. And it's like, did you fucking watch him play?
Yeah.
Because he's worse than you think. You look at the stats and you go, oh, those stats aren't that bad. And then you watch him fucking play. And you watch Allen Robinson just losing his fucking mind, right? Allen Robinson will get deep and beat coverage and be wide fucking open. And then Mitch Trubisky's like, what if I throw that ball 20 yards fucking that way? And like,
It was bad.
it was so fucking bad.
It was bad.
It was
I
sad
still-
watching the Bears.
I did like
dude.
his teammate Switzer.
He looks like Tony Romo too, Mr. Trubisky.
Low key, yeah, actually.
Really?
Yeah, in the Bills uniform with the blue. Oh yeah,
So what do you guys think?
just
what
a
do you-
square like jaw.
I don't know.
What do you guys think about the new Sunday Night Football crew with Chris Collinsworth and Hector's dad, Mike Tirico? look at Hector and then think of Mike Tirico.
Yes. No, I knew exactly what you fucking meant.
I don't look like Mike Tree.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
All right, dog.
Take your hat off, big old balls.
Hey, you think I look good with a baldy?
No.
I think you would.
You think I'm
Oh.
gonna try
Mike
it?
Tirico.
Yeah, we already know what it'd look like. Mike Tirico.
I really
dog.
want to try it, like shave it, just to see what it looked like.
Do it.
You gotta be careful
Like
with that
what?
because you can fuck up your hairline doing that kind of shit.
Well, I'll have like my barber do it.
Well, no. Like, just straight doing that can still fuck up your hairline. So we were gonna. So a buddy of mine.
Did you shave his fucking head?
No. But a buddy of mine. We were like talking in our group chat, and he was like, "Yo, I can't be the only fucking one, right? Is anybody else going bald?" And he sent us a picture in the group chat of him going bald. Bro, it was bad. It was it was fucking bad. So
Why?
we all
'Cause he
started because he's got widow peaks that go to like the middle of his fucking head, dude.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, no. So his hairline's like way the
I
fuck
don't want
up
to
there.
fuck that up.
So
I barely have hairline too.
me and another buddy, we were gonna go and cut our hair the same way, and then fucking grow it back to make fun of him. And so homeboy went to the barber, and his barber's like, "No, I can't do that to you because it actually will fuck up your hairline."
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
So we were gonna do it to make fun of my friend, but
Okay, so
Can't do
any
it.
any more NFL news? Because I want to talk about this Leah Thomas shit.
All right,
Oh,
let's
God.
get into Leah Thomas.
these ought to be some great takes. I assume we're
Where you
all.
going?
He's scared of the topic, dog. He's the fuck out of here. Well, it's just me. Fun times.
So, I don't even want to start saying it because he's going to be like, what? Say it again.
I mean, yeah, that's completely fair. I'm interested though, because I assume we all have fairly similar takes. It's just to what extent, I assume. Like, I found the situation kind of interesting. Just poses a question.
So, should I like identify myself as a little league player now and say that I'm fucking 13 years old, 10 years old, and go win some championships? It's basically what it is. Are you ready? Yeah.
We propping up or what?
Hear me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it in. So, Leah Thomas,
Oh yeah.
aka known as William Thomas at one point.
Formerly known as.
He formerly known as a guy for 21 years. Then, after 21 years, identifies himself as a girl. So I'm going to pose a question.
I will say, to be fair, because we got to be fair in this so that we can actually, in my opinion, I need to be as fair as possible so I can criticize. To be fair, she is doing hormone replacement therapy. One of the things that throws me off with this, though.
Wait.
Hold on. So the NCAA has rules for this. Of you have to be on on hormone replacement for 3 years, which Leah Thomas does not qualify for.
Okay,
So the fact that she's swimming is fucking ridiculous because like it's literally against the rules.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, with the she won, right? Or
no,
he?
that's not what I said. I hadn't said nothing about her winning. He was a guy for 21 years, then wants to be on the girls' swimming team, whatever, and now is a girl. But my question is, what makes you a man? Does having a dick make you a man?
I would say so.
I would say so as well.
Anatomy wise, like
You're asking a
Like-
philosophical question, dog.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be a man?
yeah, like I have a dog.
Yeah.
He looks like a dog. Because that's what I've known what a dog looks like my entire life.
Okay.
Right, but
And he's a
hold
male
on,
dog
hold
because
on.
he has a penis.
Right, but so then the problem becomes, okay, is your dog a man because he's got a dick?
Yeah, he's a male.
Yeah, there you
If you
go.
have
Yeah.
if you're a human, and you have a penis,
You are
does
a
that
male.
make you a man?
Yes, you are a male.
Right?
Even electricals have male and female components.
True.
They don't have a dick though. They don't have a dick.
Well,
Damn it.
I mean, it's three prongs.
I'm talking from a human.
Right.
From a human
so,
anatomy
then are you
standpoint.
saying that like Stephanie could be a fucking man if she acts manly? Is that?
I said in electrical components, you have a male connector and a female connector.
I know that, but
Oh,
that's just
God.
that's a nuance to it.
Yeah, it was a fucking joke.
Okay.
God damn, he took that shit
go
literal.
in on this joke, stop.
He's like, whoa, whoa. You telling me? Electricity.
Sorry for the headphone warning we didn't
Yeah,
put
you
in.
can't see
Fuck
my
you
face.
guys.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. Now, what do you think about that? I will say that there's females in the locker room saying this Leah Thomas is still attracted to females. I will say that.
Who cares?
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you. There's females in the locker room. The dude, Leah Thomas, is in the locker room with the females, and the females feel uncomfortable with him being in there. I also want to say that, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, like if you still got a penis, go to the other bathroom. Like that's the whole Caitlyn Jenner shit. Like I'm not gonna call you a she if you ain't got it all the way.
Caitlyn Jenner disagrees with this shit too, by the way. I will say that.
Well, Caitlyn Jenner is conservative as shit, which is fucking hilarious, but yeah.
It's weird, huh?
It's so fucking weird.
Which I kind of like.
It is.
But like,
it is,
did
to
Caitlyn
me,
ever
it's-
go all the way?
Who?
Okay, I'm gonna say Bruce. Cause
Oh, Caitlyn? Yeah, she did.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll
Took it
call.
all off?
Yeah.
She got the
I
innie.
The amount of fucking jokes. She did, she was at the roast of, what's his fucking name?
Does Kylie Jenner call her dad or mom?
Yeah, like
Probably
what
doesn't
pisses him
call
off
her at all.
or her?
Huh?
Oh, definitely calling him Bruce, or calling her Bruce. That would definitely piss her off.
Well, if Bruce got that shit done to make it Caitlyn, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll call you Caitlyn. But until that point, I'm gonna call you by your anatomy.
Well,
He, she.
I have
If you a group,
No,
I'm gonna say
call
they
you-
or
Listen,
them.
oh, stop.
I have no problem with a guy wanting to be a girl wanting to be a guy. Like, do what the fuck you want to do.
No, but
I'm
when
saying in this aspect,
in
there's a problem.
competition, in sports competition,
Yeah.
there's a serious problem,
Yeah.
and it's weird to me because I feel like there's an easy solution. Okay, very simple. We have to make a quick acknowledgement, and then we can get to the solution. We have a separation in women's and men's sports
That's what. Yeah.
for competitive integrity. That's why we have it. Men typically, mostly always,
Except for tennis.
huh?
Except for tennis.
Yeah,
You can play doubles with men and women.
no, you can't.
You can.
No, Serena Williams and Venus Williams, like it was a famous thing. They played like the 500th ranked tennis pro, and he beat both of them. Like, and it
Really?
wasn't close.
No, you're lying.
Look it up.
No, but I thought it was guy and girl against guy and girl.
You can yeah, so you can do doubles like that. That's
what
not
I'm saying.
Right, you can run that because it's fair because it's a guy and a guy, and like it's a guy and a chick versus a guy and a chick.
Well,
so
that's
it's
right, math.
equal, right? You can do that, but you can't have 2 men against 2 women. It's not even close to fair.
Honestly, that like it sounds like fucked up for me laughing about that, but like you said that like they got smoked. Like 2 guys.
I'm telling you, they would. Like it's like it is. It's just it is what it is, right? So the NFL is a good example of this, right? We hear stories about women that are trying to make it into the NFL and they want to make it into the NFL, right? It'd be cool if there was a woman that could. Right now they can't. Why? Because the men that play in the NFL are fucking huge.
Dakota made it to the NFL.
Who?
Dakota.
Oh, Rain Prescott. I mean, yeah, but she's like a middling quarterback, so like, does that even prove the point?
Can't play with a broken leg.
Right, but we have to acknowledge, like, there's a reason why we separate sports into male and female. Because a lot of sports, men physically just have advantages that women do not. When it comes to physical activities in those aspects. There are sports and events that women do a lot better in than men do. So gymnastics is a good example. Women's gymnastics is a lot better than men's because of the physique of a male body versus a woman's body. The way the hips are and their center of gravity, it's better for women, women can do better things and cooler things in gymnastics than like men can. But men can be fucking bigger and stronger, so like there's a huge difference between the two. If we can acknowledge that, bro, transgenders, it's easy. Put them in and let them compete against the men. There should be no problem on letting transgenders compete. Just have them compete against the men. It's
so
that
we're in
simple.
agreement that Leah Thomas should have stuck to William Thomas.
If Leah Thomas wants to become Leah Thomas, that's fine. But if Leah Thomas wants to compete, she needs to compete against the men. Because that's just competitively what's the most fair.
Why not just make like a transgender...
No. So the problem
you
with
have
doing
men,
that,
women, and transgender, and just have them all
But
fucking.
even that-
no. The problem with that
Why
is
is that fucked up?
Because there's not enough of them, right? So you have limited pools, and so it's hard for. So like, if you're a college, right, and you're paying out for like these sports teams, it's harder to like have a separate team that's dedicated to one individual that fits the criteria of that team. You know what I'm saying? So like there's there's a smaller population of like transgender people, right? So out of that population, there's a small percentage that are going to make it into sport, right? Makes sense. There's a small percentage of everybody that can make it to elite sports. So you have such a small pool to where if you said it's just the transgenders against the transgenders, schools aren't going to have funding for that, so they're not going to fund it. So then they can't compete in those sports. I think that's unfair. Everybody should be allowed to compete. Just compete against the men. It's literally that simple.
Yeah.
What you gotta say?
Yeah, compete about like.
No, but like
the men.
You're just gonna agree and I have your own take.
I'm a sheep.
Yeah, I mean.
I nailed that shit, dog.
Yeah.
That was a great take.
No, yeah, I agree. I agree. Like,
Yeah.
we're in agreement. I think that like if you're a guy, if you have a dick, you're a guy. There's nothing you can do about it. If you chop it off, whatever, you can't get fucking pregnant. You know, you cannot get pregnant, and you should stick to like the guy shit. If you are a female, compete with the women. You know, maybe you wanna take some weed to Russia and get locked up in Russia. I mean, that's a woman.
Fuck
thing.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't it like jewel pods?
Basically, it was in a fucking vape, but what an idiot. My thing is that
Weed's
like,
illegal in Russia?
are you serious?
Yeah, damn. I thought like by now that should be legal everywhere. Like,
Bro,
it's
being
weed.
gay is literally illegal in Russia.
I could see that,
But
not weed.
wait, so you think the same people that are like, oh, no to the gays, are the exact same people that are like, oh yeah, weed's fantastic, bring that shit in.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about gay people?
What?
How do you feel about gay people, Hector? Putting
They
you on the
cool?
spot.
They cool. I have no problem
That
with gay
sounds
people.
pretty homophobic
Nah,
right now, dog.
I have no problem with gay people. Gay people are some of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever
Why were
met.
you so excited when the Raiders cut Carl Nassib?
Yeah, Doug.
Huh?
Why were you so excited when the Raiders got rid of Carl
I didn't even
Nassib?
know they got rid of him. Like,
I saw that
Nassib.
and I laughed. I was
Yeah.
like, John
Is this turning you on him?
Gruden would have kept him.
no. What is this, an intervention?
It should be at this point.
What? I have no problem with gay people.
All right,
So why are
bud.
you getting turned on about it?
No, I'm not. No,
you
they're
over there
funny.
bricked up as fuck? What are you talking about?
Gay people are some of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. They're funny. But I never tell a gay person a secret. They'll tell everybody. Like, don't ever be like, hey, can I tell you something?
It's a
You
hell of
can't
a
tell nobody.
compliment to just fucking.
No, they will.
They'll tell
My cousin's
literally
gay.
everyone.
I don't tell them shit. He be like, hey, I was like, it's good. I'm straight.
Is there anything else I want to talk about?
Masvidal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, Masvidal and Kobe Covington beef, for all you UFC fans out there.
Whoop, whoop.
You know, there's a big beef happening. Masvidal currently or recently just got arrested for assaulting Covington outside of a steakhouse. Jumped him, and it seemed like Covington was with the Nelk Boys, and through the video, Nelk Boys didn't even like help or
No,
nothing.
they did not.
They just
We're like,
walked
what the
away.
fuck, dude?
That's the type of people they talk all this game, but they were like, nah, we ain't want no piece of that.
Do you know
Like,
who the Nelk Boys are?
Yeah.
Because I keep hearing them, and I'm like, I don't know, like, what do they do?
They started off as like pranksters. They would do like some dumbass pranks, like they would like play like porn hella loud in the library,
Right.
And be like, "Oh, sorry, I thought I had my headphones on," and they'd go to the supermarket and fucking like
They're like a jackass.
yeah,
Okay.
kind of like that. And then they really got big. They started following like Trump and shit. They really got big off that and just doing like
the
pranks.
Full Send?
Yeah. Those
Okay.
Full Send podcast guys.
That's them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they got Bob Meanery on there. Like they signed him or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know Bob Meanery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were like all together and they just stepped away, dog. Real quick, Covington, you know what I'm saying? Watch who you kick it with, dog. Like, damn, that someone could have been stabbing this dude.
Bro, that's so real,
And
dog.
these fools,
That's so real.
The Nelk Boys were with him and they didn't do shit?
no, they just walked away.
Kinda
Watched
watched the
they
video
just kind of
and,
like watched
Masvidal
them,
walks
bro.
up, and Colby's just standing there, just taking it, and then you see like the people that were with Colby just kind of
They like started fading away. Yeah.
Like you don't see where they go, but they're not. In
It was
camera
like
shot
if someone
anymore.
were to attack you, dog. I'm going in. Like fuck it, you know what I mean? Like you my boy. Like if we just walking in the street, someone attack you, we getting at it.
Yep.
No questions asked. These fools straight up were like,
Oh, I'm good.
he could have been getting stabbed because Masvidal came with a mask and a hoodie. So it's not like, oh, it's Masvidal. They got beef. Like let him handle it. Like even then, it's like, bruh. Because Masvidal, it seemed like he ran up with like one or two other guys, right?
It's kind of hard to tell from the
Yeah, like
video.
who it was, but like from that side view, yeah, I saw like one more guy at
Oh, yeah.
least coming by. So it's like they try to like jump his ass or some shit. But Nelk Boys I think the bigger story is the Nelk Boys just fucking walked away.
Well, so it depends. Like from the MMA standpoint, it's what have other fighters said, because there have been some interesting takes on it.
Yeah, let us know. Like give us your biggest ones that you're like, what the fuck?
So look, my biggest thing is that
Trying to find the video.
the beef comes from Colby talking shit to Masvidal leading into UFC 272.
Right.
I still need to listen to, I guess, all of the interviews to see it. From the comments that Jorge Masvidal has talked about, Jorge was mad because Colby was talking about his kids.
Right.
From the interview, Colby definitely brought up the kids, which I think is kind of crossing the line, but he doesn't talk about them. He mentions them by name in as a vehicle to call Jorge Masvidal a bad father, right?
Right.
So bringing up their names is still in bad taste, so I can understand why there's some animosity, but Colby was not talking shit about the kids from what I've seen. I still need to go through all this shit to make sure.
Right.
And so they go to UFC 272. Colby wins, and Colby's got that fucking Trump persona, kind of. And so, like, he's flaunting it. He's out in Miami, calling himself the king of Miami, and that's where Masvidal's from. So, he's out at a steakhouse. Masvidal ran up on him, hit him 3 times, and then bounced or whatever, right? So, my thing is, if somebody calls you a bad father, going out and starting a fight with that person and getting arrested is not the way to prove them wrong. Like, that's just... Like, if you want to have some credibility, probably don't just go and attack somebody on the street. Yeah.
Is it?
It's kind of... Huh?
He hit him from behind.
Yeah.
That's some sucker shit.
No, it's straight sucker shit, like, in my opinion.
Yeah, but do you see the Nelk boys?
Just kind of...
like, walk away?
You see his crew kind of just fade away from it. But, like... Here's my thing, is I think if you're a guy from the streets and you're the gangster that, like, Masvidal claims you are, this is something that's well within, like, it makes sense that he did it.
Right.
Right? From the perspective of Colby, it also makes sense why he didn't fight him. Because Jorge's coming at it from, there's a street code, and this is what I live by. I'm going to hold you accountable to this because that's how the streets work, right? And Colby is sitting there as a millionaire fighter going, I'm not going to get arrested for this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing this. So he calls the cops and shit. So then you had a bunch of UFC fighters chime in on this. And it has been interesting seeing the different opinions that people have. And so what's your opinion of Masvidal attacking Colby? Like, I think it's sucker shit.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah.
Kind of in agreement over there. Masvidal, okay.
Yeah.
So Khabib put out a thing that said,
People shouldn't fight him because he's pressing charges.
yeah, because he's pressing charges. He says he's a fighter, and a man that's your size came and tried to fight you, and now you're pressing charges. So all the other welterweights should not fight him. That is the most dog shit take I've, like, that it's such a bad take. Like, this other fighter, RDA, he put out a tweet condemning Masvidal. And he was like, you're either the BMF, or you're either a sucker puncher or the BMF. At Dana White, give me the belt. Right? So RDA is like, yo, because Masvidal is supposed to be the baddest motherfucker. He won that belt over Nate Diaz. He's supposed to be that dude. If you're that dude, you don't sucker punch people. You don't run up in a mask and a hoodie. Right. Like, if you're a street thug, like, sure, you do that. That makes sense to me. That's how you handle that shit. So, sure, that's the way to do that. But as a millionaire fighter and father to kids, that's not how you handle this shit. That's not what you fucking do.
No, I don't think so.
Like, at all. And so my thing is the idea of, like, hey, Colby should be punished because he's pressing charges against the guy that assaulted him.
I don't think there's anything wrong.
That's fucking wild to me. No, like, Colby did nothing wrong in that matter. There's a conversation of whether or not he crossed the line bringing up the kids, but that's not justifiable to go and assault him, especially when you had 25 fucking minutes in a fight, in a cage. You were literally locked in a cage with that guy, and he beat you for 25 minutes.
Wow.
Like, you had your chance.
Yeah.
You were legally allowed to fuck him up.
That's what makes him look worse, is that you lost the fight.
It's the way that he lost the fight, too.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that competitive.
Yeah. And it's like, people are looking at it, it's like,
bro,
not only
wild.
you're salty about him bringing up, which people could have been like, all right, yeah, I'd fuck him up too. But then you have the opportunity to fuck him up, and you don't do nothing with it. It's like, all right, bro, just take your L and walk away.
And then you want to jump him when he's coming out of the dinner.
Now you're pulling some sucker shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now it's like, you're doing too much. Hella Kanye West. Of UFC. You're doing too much.
Kanye
You know what I
doing too
mean?
much.
And that's what it is. I mean, we'll see what the UFC does. I mean, I think at the end of the day, what do you think the UFC does, though? They strip him of his belts, or they let him...
So Masvidal's in a weird spot because he just signed a contract, but he hasn't won.
Is McGregor coming back?
Okay, so maybe, but
Why? Why is he coming back?
he got arrested again. Well, no, he might not come back because he got arrested.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he reckless driving. He was like
In his
drunk,
Bentley.
driving his Bentley, drunk as shit, just being a nuisance and whatnot. So he got arrested again.
In America?
No, in Ireland,
Yeah.
in his hometown.
Eventually, he might come back.
You think he's running out of money?
No, because like he makes advertisement money. So like while they run ads and shit, he makes money from that shit.
But he might make money, but you know, the more money you make, the more money you spend.
Okay, he's probably doesn't have the same amount, like he probably has like less money than he used to because like he just hasn't been in that big of a fight recently. And like him going through the medical shit and living his wild fucking life, like that fucker's probably on coke, to be honest. Like some of his like some of the shit he'll share to social media, it's just like
what?
Like he posts a video and it's just fucking it's hard to describe because he's literally just like making a sound while he's like just recording like an Instagram live. Like it's fucking weird. Watch.
Well, and that's the thing is, you can make a lot of money, but what happens is you start buying all these things, and a lot of people don't realize is like there's maintenance costs to everything that you buy, and it's like buying a Ferrari, and yeah, you have that money to buy a Ferrari, but do you have the money for the upkeep to do the oil changes and tires and brakes, like, you know? And that's why you see so many people not even drive. They'll buy a Ferrari, not even fucking drive it. A lot of times Ferraris have very low miles because it costs too much. And so when you buy mansions and all that, and you get maids and chefs and
So like watch this and listen.
A big bloods. Yeah. Gonna neck on me.
is that a J or a black?
Yeah, so he's smoking a blunt, telling you to check out his thick neck. Like, his Instagram stories are just fucking weird. Like, if he's not on coke, I would be fucking surprised.
But just stop recording.
Oh shit!
Yikes, dog.
What?
We still have audio.
Well, sign it off.
Alright, that does it for us at the TSR show. For your boy Heck, Greg the Leg, and Smurf. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Now hit the gritty.